So every single story that is involved or reported on Shohei Ohtani as an interpreter has mentioned how that $4.5 million figure that the interpreter either got borrowed, got lent Ohtani's knowledge, or ripped off from Ohtani, right? And again, we had Tisha Thompson, the reporter of ESPN who broke the story originally, say, they're only comfortable reporting $4.5 million because they have the bank receipts or they had some sort of documentation for that amount, up to that amount. Right, 9 different, apparently $500,000 wires from a Shohei Ohtani account to the illegal bookmaker here in Southern California. And then the New York Times story that said that charges were near for Ippei Mizuhara, the interpreter involved, that charges were imminent, and said that according to their sources knowledgeable in the situation, that it could be more than $4.5 million. Well, we now know how much it is. This is breaking news. Go ahead, Mike.
Here it comes. And my eyes see.
Breaking news.
Oh, my eyes see.
A lot of zeros.
Court documents have been filed in the case in Los Angeles court. Alden Gonzalez of the Los Angeles Times saying that the figure is $16 million.
Whoa.
And that Shohei Ohtani's longtime interpreter and confidant Ippei Mizuhara has been charged officially with bank fraud.
Wow.
Bank fraud.
A lot of money. Oh, my God.
$16 million.
Is this dude the worst gambler of all time?
I mean,
well, you have to sit here and wonder, is it really all on gambling?
Oh,
now
sure.
you don't even know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because honestly, you're gambling $16 million. What are you, like, letting it ride, double or nothing? Or,
Pressing,
like pressing,
chasing.
Oh, I see. You obviously know the phrases better than me.
Yeah, by the way, the guy could have rode UConn the last 2 years and made it all back.
I was just gonna say, me and Brock been talking. Well,
now you have to. Well, year, bank fraud means
bank fraud
is crazy.
All the stuff we were kind of speculating,
which is what he utilized.
Right, illegally accessed
and all that stuff.
Made all the changes, whatever. Yeah, everything that we were kind of speculating in the first hour kind of seems like he was doing.
Wow.
U.S. Attorney Martin Estrada, I'm reading from Alden Gonzalez, who covers the Dodgers for the Los Angeles Times. He's quoting the U.S. Attorney in the case, quote, "The bets do not appear to have been made on the sport of baseball." Do not appear. But does that mean $16 million? He gambled $16 million?
That's crazy.
It is insane, Mike. It is insane.
Phil Mickelson.
They were placed between 2021 and 2024, so this year.
So he's bet on the Super Bowl, probably?
Now, this is an interesting thing. According to Estrada, this is the tweet, Mizuhara set up the account for Shohei Ohtani and didn't have access to Ohtani's reps or financial advisors. Now, of course, that you read that, and it's just like, well, he set it up for Ohtani, but he's the one being charged with bank fraud, not Ohtani. And again, the U.S. Attorney's Office and the IRS and apparently Department of Homeland Security are the three organizations that have been working in tandem, according to the New York Times. They're not going to cover for Ohtani or the Dodgers or Major League Baseball just because they want them to come out scot-free. Like, they have the $16 million. And for Ohtani to not notice it's missing, well, then two salutes, sir. That you have that much cash.
Take $16 out of my account.
Yeah. $16. You're like, what happened?
TJ, Brock, what are you doing?
Who bought Powerball tickets?
Brock, did you get another drink on my tab?
Got a sports drink.
I mean, are you kidding
This
me?
is what's called a live reaction.
Do you think that's why he deferred all of his money because he was tired of getting ripped off? So
that's one way to that's one way to not have it to be ripped off is to say to the Dodgers, you keep it.
Keep this for a
my
few years
my buddy can't rip off. Doesn't have your accounts. Doesn't have access. He's not ripping you off.
It's a good one, TJ.
That's crazy. That's so much money.
$16 million.
It's so. There was this general sense that it was more than the $4.5 million. That's all that ESPN had paperwork for, and it turned out to be more. It turned out to be 4 times More. 4x. More. Oh, my goodness. And this guy ripped off $16 million and tells ESPN he knew about it. He was just covering for me. Wow. And he thought he could get away with that?
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Right? And I'm sure there's some out there that are thinking, well, did Ohtani still cover for him? And is he just taking the hit right here? This is a hell of a hit. If you're
Pretty big hit.
Yeah.
Bank fraud for $16 million is
That's
some time. You're going to do some time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Club Fed.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's the latest on this story. Waiting, I'm hitting refresh like every
I know, me too.
every 2 seconds here to see what else did we find out, because it's interesting again that they said he didn't have any access to his financial advisors or reps, meaning he defrauded the bank to make them think he's Ohtani.
Right.
Right? And Ohtani had no idea $16 million was being slowly dripped out of his account? Yeah. In all honesty, Chris, how do you lose $16 million gambling? Right? If you're like Phil?
You're
Like
very
Phil
bad at it.
lost a lot? I mean...
You're playing super high stakes, obviously.
I know that sounds like maybe a naive question to ask, but I mean that's a significant amount of money.
That's a lot.
And then you
said-
go to work and it's just like, yeah, Ohtani thinks that, he saw that fastball and he turned it around and then he's just going to go hang out with him and chill out with him and be his BFF. I saw him at the Rams game with him. Rams Saints.
So he through 2024, so he was betting Super Bowl. I mean,
This
for
year.
sure, for sure. Playoffs. I don't know if he's betting NFL. College football playoff.
Wow, not good at it. Unless, again, it's more than just for gambling.
Yeah, just if he's just
Like, did the $16 million wind up like in the account of the
Right.
bookmaker? Did all $16 million wind up there?
That's a lot of money to lose.
I have
gambling.
questions.
It's a lot of money to lose gambling.
I think of gambling.
I have questions. 16's the figure. 16, according to court documents from the federal government today. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.